What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you this high current 2-position switch that I just built. So, let's get started. So as you can see, here's the switch. It's nice and big so it could take lots of current easily, and it can be powered by a 9-volt battery. So the controls are basically two buttons. One button moves the centerpiece forward and the other moves it backwards to connect to one of the two contact points. And here's a schematic for the two buttons that control the centerpiece of the switch. So it's basically 4 momentary switches glued together with one piece of metal on each pair of switches, so that when you press one of the buttons, it presses 2 of the switches, and the first button gives your motor a negative-positive connection, and the second gives it a positive-negative connection, causing it to rotate the other way. But of course, you don't want to press both at the same time, as this will short the battery. So let's go ahead and try it out. So here I have a 12-volt power source, which I'll connect to one of the contact points of the switch. And now here's a 24-volt power source, which I'll connect to the other contact points of the switch. Now I could connect a motor, for instance, to the centerpiece. So now when I press the first button from the control piece, it connects the motor to the 12-volt power source. Now when I press the second button from the control piece, it'll connect the motor to the 24-volt power source. So as you can see, in this case, you could switch between 2 different power sources. Now you could also flip the current with this switch, which would flip the positive and negative terminals of your connection if you wanted to have a motor, for example, spin both ways. To do that, you want to have a single power source on one of the contact points, and you connect both of the contact points together by opposite connections, pretty much making a cross-shaped connection between the 2 contact points of the switch. So now the first button will cause the motor to spin in a clockwise direction. And now the other button will cause it to spin in a counterclockwise direction. As you can see, you could transfer some pretty good current with this because it has some really thick copper coils around each section of its contact points. Now I actually use the switch as a reverse function on my electric scooter, and the reason for that is that sometimes my back wheel gets stuck on something it picks up from the ground, and having a reverse function makes it way easier to free the wheel. Thank you guys very much for watching this video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.